While 6% of the population in the United States is mentally ill, they account for 3 times that in Georgia jails and prisons. Furthermore, the recidivism rate among the mentally ill is staggering. The transition of mentally ill citizens from psychiatric hospitals to the community has been a struggle for quite some time. Which is why in 2011, the Georgia General Assembly unanimously passed Senate Bill 39. Senate Bill 39 establishes a mental health division within the Georgia courts to allow for integrated community treatment. Previously, the system created a sort of revolving door effect. According to the Georgia Association of Chiefs of Police Mental Health Ad Hoc Committee to address mental health issues in law enforcement, individuals go without the necessary care often find themselves routed through the criminal justice system, where local jails and state prisons become the primary caregiver to many with mental illness. The lack of treatment options often mean that once a mentally ill individual has been in the system, they will likely return because they are released back into the community with no real rehabilitation having taken place. This creates a revolving door effect, with not only the individual, but also the community suffering as a result. According to Chief Justice Leah Ward Sears and her Chief Justice-led task force, they've determined increasing numbers of people with mental illness appearing in criminal courts and the frequency with which they cycle through Georgia's prisons and jails has significant implications for the administration of its judicial system, as well as for public safety and government spending. The Chief Justice-led task force to promote criminal justice and mental health further reported that 12 to 24 months of mandated treatment stabilized many individuals to a point where they were significantly less likely to reoffend. Also, according to the task force, mentally ill individuals were often able to re-stitch the fabric of their lives back together and were able to reduce or eliminate altogether the social ostracism mentally ill individuals often face, thereby creating productive members of society. Once Senate Bill 39 was passed, many Georgia counties were quick to implement the mental health court divisions. 28 counties currently have mental health divisions, including 7 of the most populated counties. In contrast, Cherokee County waited until 2013 to apply for a $160,000 grant that would allow for the creation of a mental health court. It's important to note that Cherokee County is the 7th largest county in the state, and 23% of Cherokee County Adult Detention Center inmates are being treated with psychotropic drugs. The mental health court in Cherokee County would be structurally similar to the Drug Accountability Court that was established by Judge Ellen McElliey in 2008, and would give mentally ill offenders a different, more effective route in their road to recovery and stabilization. Judge Keith Wood also notes that the establishment of the mental health court would hopefully reduce the number of days that the mentally ill may spend in jail. At first glance, this quote is seemingly unimportant. However, according to Cherokee County Sheriff Department Major Karen Johnson, 15 to 23% of Cherokee County Adult Detention Center inmates are being treated with psychotropic drugs. With 476 beds in the Cherokee County Adult Detention Center, this equates to about 91 inmates on psychotropic drugs at any given time. With the latest figures showing that Cherokee County spends approximately $60 a day per inmate, Cherokee County spends nearly $2 million annually incarcerating mentally ill offenders. The benefit to a mental health division in the Georgia courts is very apparent. Many counties have experienced a great deal of success with mental health courts and alternative courts. According to the Administrative Office of the Courts Accountability website, 29% of offenders will cycle through the criminal justice system repeatedly, while only 7% of mental health court graduates become or remain recidivists. Additionally, it has been reported that many counties save money from the beginning of an offender's case. When it first enters the system, this is because offenders spend less than 30 days in custody instead of 3 or 4 months. In addition, if an offender spends the average 18 months participating in an accountability court, the cost is roughly $4,000, about $9 a day. Besides these figures, Cherokee County actually has a higher than average mentally ill population inside their detention center. On average, around 19% and as high as 23% of Cherokee County Adult Detention Center inmates are diagnosed mentally ill, and they are being treated with psychotropic drugs. According to the Georgia Association of Sheriffs, the average mentally ill population in Georgia jails and prisons is 16%, which shows that Cherokee County has a significantly higher, at times, average of incarcerated mentally ill than the average Georgia prison or jail. Accordingly, the creation and implementation of a mental health court in Cherokee County would not only benefit its mentally ill citizens, but also have a likely significant monetary benefit as well. With a criminal justice system whose primary responsibility is to protect society and punish offenders, testimonials like this are extremely encouraging because the mentally ill do not choose their illness. Unlike any other offender, the mentally ill have little control over their actions and do not choose to be mentally ill. In fact, a study conducted by Lamb in 2007 suggests the primary reason for the incarceration of the mentally ill is due to conduct directly related to their mental illness. Additionally, according to the NAMI Board of Directors Forensic Task Force, punitive methods frequently used by correctional staff to respond to people in crisis may further exacerbate psychiatric symptoms. Thus, mental health courts are more aptly capable and able to deal with mental illness more than the criminal justice system. It's time we establish mental health courts all over Georgia.